Hi guys, welcome back to London Travelers. This is my last part of 3 days in London with the London Pass. And as of the 2nd of April, which is today, 2026, um, Uber Boat Cruise is going to be replaced by City Cruise on the London Pass. So if you want to go on an Uber boat ride, it's not going to be on the London Pass anymore. It's called City Cruise. It's still the same kind of boat trips along the River Thames, but it's just another company. So, um, anyway, our itinerary for today starts in Westminster and it will stop in Greenwich, southeast London. And there's a lot of things to do in Greenwich, and um, it will take about 1 hour and 20 minutes to get there because the cruise is a little bit slow. They like to make the route as scenic as possible, and also you can get afternoon tea there. Don't expect it to be like a posh cruise where you travel around the world. It's just basic tea and coffee, as well as sandwiches on board, which is really nice. And um, the City Cruise boat runs every 30 minutes, and off peak when it's not that busy during not after Christmas. After Christmas, that's off peak season. It runs every 40 minutes or so approximately, because I think they just want to save on fuel and um, staff wages, and I think that's the main reason. So yeah, we start at Westminster Abbey, so get up early, have breakfast, and then go to Westminster, and you're off to Greenwich. Greenwich is near where I live. I live in the southeast London. I do love southeast London. So if you do decide to stay in southeast, find a bed and breakfast, or not bed and breakfast actually, Airbnb, a hotel nearby, and then just take the train or the bus to central London. And I prefer southeast London to north London. I mean, they have pros and cons, but that's just my opinion. So once you get to Greenwich, you will see a large clipper ship called Cutty Sark ship. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's the uh, fastest clipper ship since the 1800s, and they used to import teas from China, um, and everything in between. I'm not really into uh, boats or ships like that, but it was the fastest clipper ship of its time, and it's really good for kids to know more about um, you know um, boats and ship during the 1800s. So yeah, it used to import a lot of teas and other products there. I haven't been on the Cutty Sark ship, but um, I heard that you'll get an interactive um, story about sailors and their time there, and then their office is really compact and small, and I can't imagine what they went through during their sailing and during the storm. So I do have a little bit of sympathy for them, and it opens from 10 o'clock, and um, it lasts about an hour or so. And this is just a guide, like I said before in the previous video, but um, if you just want to hang around in Greenwich Park, if the weather's nice, then you're more than welcome to. And then just visit Cutty Sark ship at around 11 or 12, uh, just before lunch or after lunch. And then Cutty Sark is good. And then go and grab lunch in Greenwich Market. Greenwich Market has a lot of vintage, retro, uh, street food um, from around the world. Of course, restaurants by Greenwich High Street, and also um, the British pubs that you can go to and enjoy fish and chips. Fish and chips is really expensive now, so it costs about £15 to £17 in pubs plus drink. That's like £3 for a glass of Coke, and probably £6 for a pint of beer. So you're looking at around £20 per person if you're eating out anywhere in London, really. But that's just how it is now. It's too expensive for me as well, and the locals. So yeah, um, once you've visited the Cutty Sark, and then you've had lunch in Greenwich Market, um, and you can visit the Royal Observatory, um, which is more to do with um, astronomy. I haven't been there because I'm not really into it, but be prepared to spend 3 hours there, two maximum, but 2 to 3 hours is the typical time that people spend there. You'll see like the world's largest telescope, also Harrison's clock, and the Meridian line. Harrison's clock is um, invented by John Harrison, and he invented this clock so that sailors could navigate whether they're in the east or the west side of the hemisphere when they're sailing. And he invented that, and it was a race against time, really. That's all I know about it. And also the Meridian line, if you put your foot on the left, you're on the east side of the hemisphere, and if you put your other foot on the right, you're on the west side of the hemisphere, or the other way around, really. Um, and you also see a nice view of London from the top of the Royal Observatory. And also, um, I don't really have anything more to say about the Royal Observatory. But if you're into astronomy, the telescopes, and navigation and Greenwich Mean Time, then the Royal Observatory is a really good attraction to visit. And also, it's where the Greenwich Mean Time was invented. Um, and we've had a lot of good British inventions when it comes to maritime astronomy books. Uh, we do have a lot of history around that, actually, so we are quite lucky. So yeah, so once you've um, visited the Cutty Sark, that's 1 hour. Eating in Greenwich Market and by the High Street, it's another hour. And then Royal Observatory, that's 3 hours. So that's like 5 hours of your time gone. And like I said, your feet are gonna get tired. I can't stress enough about how tiring it is to visit London if you're visiting all these attractions. So the London Pass is good if you're saving money, but in terms of saving your feet's life, I don't think that you know it's a good idea to just cram uh, all of these attractions all in one go. So today you'll be just hanging around in Greenwich because Greenwich is um, a place where you just spend the whole day there, and um, there's no point in going back to central London just as I mean, unless you want to see a theatre show in the evening. I think that um, on your last day you should just stay in Greenwich and go back home to to your hotel or your accommodation near Westminster. And I think that's why it's recommended to stay in Westminster and the South Bank area. Um, if you find budget hotels or reasonably priced Airbnb around the South Bank, you're literally steps away from all the attractions and even a bus ride away to the West End. Um, and yeah, if you have any questions as well, please let me know if I've missed out on a few key details. But um, Greenwich is where I go to just relax and unwind. If I go to the park in spring, when the weather's really nice and it's sunny, you get to see daffodils and cherry blossom trees. I'll show you in one of my videos down below on things to do in Greenwich, and the cherry blossom trees that I visited during spring, and so you get an idea what it's like when you visit Greenwich. I didn't really go on to and visit the Cutty Sark or the Royal Observatory because it's not really what I'm interested in. But if you have kids that love astronomy, ships, boats, all that kind of jazz, then I think it's really good for them. Yeah, and also there's the Queen's House, which is the home of one of the minor royal family that used to live there, and you'll learn about that as well. And Greenwich is actually one of London's 8 royal parks that you can visit. And yeah, that's it really. I know it's a little bit brief, and I just wanted to, you know, wrap up this part of the video on 3 days in London itinerary with the London Pass. And I'll link my website down below and my post on 3 days in London, so you can read about it. And also part of Go City London Pass affiliate. So if you book through me, and then I get a commission from them with um, no cost to you whatsoever. So it will help with my website and my YouTube channel. It will be nice. Okay, then I hope you have a good Easter and hope you enjoy London. And if you like my video, please comment, like, and subscribe.